English, no?
Kung kaya.
Oo, sige.
Hello and welcome to another nursing video. Today we have another special guest that will share her experiences on how she went here in New Zealand. So introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Priya Terazona and I'm a radiology nurse.
How long have you been here in New Zealand?
5 years.
What was your nursing experience before coming here in New Zealand?
I was a PACU nurse and a clinic nurse.
How long was that experience?
Actually, my experience in the Philippines is just half is a volunteer or not paid experience, and half is contractual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm privileged to be able to have joined them together in processing here.
What was your pathway coming to New Zealand?
My pathway going to New Zealand was CAP, or Competency Assessment Program. So I went directly to CAP.
DIY or under an agency?
Under an agency, because during the time when I applied going to New Zealand, I was still in Oman and I wasn't practicing as a nurse. So I inquired through an agency, and then through them I was able to process it, and they offered me the CAP program.
So they have an agency in Oman?
No, the agency is in the Philippines,
Okay.
but I was in Oman. I was contemplating in going back to nursing during the time. So I inquired through that agency, and they told me you have two pathways. You can go either via student visa or through CAP. And so they said if you want to practice directly to become a nurse, you can go via CAP, but you have to have an IELTS and at least 2 years experience. So I went home to the Philippines and did a volunteer nursing job and took an IELTS.
If you don't mind, what was the agency's name?
Golden Summit. Golden Summit, Iloilo.
Okay. How much did you pay them for?
Actually, the processing cost me 55,000 pesos for the processing fee. But the whole amount that I spent going to New Zealand during the time is around 800,000 pesos. That was 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, 800.
Okay. Ang laki niya.
Yeah. Pero, mas maliit na lang compared kung nag-student ka.
Yes,
Kung student ka, 1.6. Yeah.
And that was 2015?
And 2016, yeah.
Okay. So where did you do your CAP?
I went through the competency assessment program in Rotorua, Wairiki Institute of Technology.
How long was your CAP?
The course was about 6 to 7 weeks, and then I stayed there for a couple of months while waiting for my APC in Rotorua. Where
Did you do your clinical? Rest home or hospital?
It was in a rest home setting, because Rotorua is quite a small town. They have very limited healthcare facilities, so it's most of the CAP students are deployed in rest homes. Yes.
How was your CAP experience? Mahirap ba?
Good thing was I enjoyed my CAP experience or CAP school because of my CAP mates, and basically because of my CAP mates, I've met a lot of friends during CAP, and it was a very good experience.
Namamagsak ba sila sa Rotorua na school?
Oo, may classmate kami na nabagsak siya, hindi siya naka-proceed, nauwi siya sa ano. So, oo. Kasi failed siya sa mga return demos, at saka ang assessment sa kanya sa placement is ano daw, incompetent. So, pinauwi siya.
Binigyan ba sila ng chance para mag-retake?
Oo, binigyan sila ng 2 times, pero she still failed. So, pinauwi siya.
So, I didn't know na may bumabagsak talaga.
Talaga.
Tas umuwi ng bansa nila.
Meron
So,
meron na. At saka, Kiwis naman are, even though they are quite chill and relaxed, they are very serious naman when it comes to their standards, especially healthcare and patient safety. So, nambabaksak sila.
Wow. Okay, that's good to know. Kasi madaming viewers na nag-a-ask, may bumabagsak ba or pasado ba lahat? So, hindi ko rin masagot kasi iba rin yung school na pinanggalingan ko. And mostly sa amin is may retake naman. And after retake, pasado na sila. So,
anong school mo?
Runnerdale.
Runnerdale, where?
Christchurch.
Christchurch.
Okay. So, where are you currently working?
I'm currently working for the largest and finest radiology practice in Auckland. It's a radiology practice owned by a private hospital. I'm not allowed to say it, but I'm proud to be working in that facility. Yeah!
How's the setup? How many patients do you see in a day? What do you do? What's your normal routine at work?
Okay, so since it is a private hospital or a private radiology practice, our patients are really come into our practice with an appointment, scheduled appointment. But it varies. For example, in an interventional procedure, we can see around 5 to 15 procedures in a day. But for a diagnostic kind of procedure like MRI, CT scan, ultrasound, we can see around 20 to 100 in a day. So, but our role as interventional radiology nurse or radiology nurses, we basically assist the different procedures under different modalities in radiology, like ultrasound guided biopsies, CT guided drainages, musculoskeletal procedures. That's it. So it depends in a day, and it depends on different kinds of appointments.
So, how many hours of work in a day, and do you have a break time?
My own contract is quite specialized. So I work 8.5 hours a day. I work 83 hours fortnight from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. with 30 minutes break, Monday to Friday, which is good. It's just it's like an office job,
yes.
Which I think like
Yes,
your job, yeah, Monday to Friday.
That's good. So, if you don't mind, can you share us your salary range?
Salary range. As you may know, in New Zealand, it depends on your experience. But salary ranges starts from $32 to $42 in our department. So if you're a starting nurse, you start at 32. When you are a senior nurse, you're around $42 to $43 per hour.
Wow.
But it depends on your experience.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing radiology nursing for about 5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, and so far so good. I love my job.
Love what you do.
Of course, you should love what you
Yes.
do because you work 70% of your time in your daily living.
Yes.
So you must be happy in what you do,
Yes,
right?
that's true.
Yes.
So, can you share us some of your benefits sa hospital niyo?
Well, since it's a private company, a private hospital, they have a lot of perks like free parking on site, which if you work in public hospital, you don't get that. Our pantry is full of food. Yes. You can select all you want. Hot chocolate, tea, coffee, all brands. You can eat all the kinds of biscuits and chocolates at work. And during Wednesdays and Fridays, we have food delivered during meetings, which is not just an ordinary food. It's a, what do you call this? It's a, I forgot the term, but it's a delicious food. I forgot the term, but yeah, you don't get that with any employer. So yes, and they offer us EAP, Employer Assisted Program, which I don't know if you're familiar with. Like if you're having difficulties in your life, you want an advice or talk therapy, they can provide it for you.
Wow.
Yes. So yeah, for example, you're having a hard time in your life. You went through a breakup somebody broke your heart.
Even personal stuff.
Yes. Or you're having difficulty in moving through grieving process. You can ask a psychotherapy or a talk therapist to talk you through your pain.
And that's free.
And that's for free. Yes. There's a lot of perks working in a private company. And your weekends off.
Yes.
Weekends off, which is great if you have family.
Yes.
But if you're single like me, you don't get to be paid time and a half.
Oh.
Because you don't have weekends shifts. Yes. But, well, that's one of the reasons why people go to private facilities, because they don't want to work on a weekend.
Yeah.
So
it depends on our priorities.
in life.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
What do we want?
Yes.
What do you like about your work?
I love everything about my work. Seriously speaking, I love my job. I love the nature of my job. I love everything about it. I love the people I work with. I like the company. I like the procedures. I like everything about it. Like from procedures, from workmates, from the company, from the way it is. I love everything about my job.
I actually envy you.
Why?
Not all people like love
Doing the
100%
job, what they do, right?
Yeah.
Like for example, when it's Friday, I put my phone on my phone holder, I drive going to work, and I feel happy going to work. People say, oh, not everybody goes to work in that vibe.
Yes.
But because I love my job, I go to work happy. Yes.
And that may kasabihan nga na parang if you love what you're doing or if you love your job, you actually don't go to your job because you love what you're doing. Tama ba yung sinabi ko?
Tama.
Parang ganun yung saying.
Oh yeah, there's a saying na similar to that. If you like what you do, it's like you're not doing anything related to your job actually. It's like because you like what you do.
Yeah.
So
That's good. So, any dislikes about your work?
Any dislikes about my work? Maybe in 10 out of 10, there's only 0.5.
And what is that 0.5?
The 0.5 is that I don't get paid time and a half.
Kasi nga hindi ka
weekend. Yes. So, which is given
lang.
because you're working Monday to Friday, which is an ordinary or base rate.
Yep.
And that people go to private because they don't want to be rostered and do shifts and on weekends. So that's why. So you don't get time and a half.
Yeah.
So what's your solution to that? You get another job so that you get paid time and a half on the weekends. See?
If you're a resident here already in New Zealand, you can have a part-time job. Yep.
Yes.
So because me, I'm currently holding a worker's visa pa. So I don't have that perk.
Yeah.
Pero yeah, if you have residency na, you can have a part-time job.
I am privileged to have my job and I love my job. But they say when you're bored on a weekend, although I'm a very busy person, I try to fill my time with a lot of activities. On a weekend, I still feel bored. So what I did, I took another job. So I have another part-time job on the weekend where I get paid time and a half. So now from 9.5 overtime, it's 10 over 10.
If you don't mind, what's your part-time job?
So actually, I have 2 part-time jobs.
Okay.
So I'm also a bureau nurse.
Oh.
So on the weekend when I feel like going to work and they ring me up, they chuck me to any facility that needs a nurse.
So can you explain to
About
us
a bureau nurse? So a bureau nurse is a nurse who works for an agency where that agency has clients. When their clients needs a nurse on a spur of a moment, they ring their agency nurse to deploy it to those clients. So I'm a bureau nurse. On a weekend, if I don't have anything to do and I'm bored and they have available shifts, I take that shift and I go to that client. But it's not every weekend, just whenever.
Yeah.
Just whenever. And
you can say no anytime.
you can say no because it's a casual contract. And just recently, it's not yet official, although I have a contract already. I got my contract. I just got hired as a vaccinator.
Okay, that's nice.
Yes, I just got my contract last Friday.
Congrats.
Thank you. I will start working in the next fortnight.
Wow. So what will you do? Sa COVID na vaccine?
Yes,
Or?
yeah, COVID vaccines, yes. It's because I just want to be busy. I just want to earn money. I want to save money and prepare for the future so that our future is bright.
Pero grabe ang sipag mo, ang sipag mo.
Ganyan talaga ang gagawa kong heartbroken ka, girl. You tend to level up. Level up.
That's good kesa naglalasing ka or what?
Exactly.
You're making...
Instead of being detrimental, level up.
Yes.
Study. Go to the gym. Read books.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm also into reading self-help books. For example, this book. This is just an example of the books that I'm currently reading. So we just want to make ourselves better, become better individuals.
Yes.
Not only being a nurse, I take pride in what I do as a nurse and in everything that I do, but you cannot only work.
Yes.
You must be thinking I'm crazy. I'm full-time job Monday to Friday, and I have another part-time job, bureau nurse. Now I took another job, vaccinator job. How do I manage my time?
Yeah.
My mom says you have 24 hours a day, so you have a lot of time to rest and do other stuff. So aside from working, I also go to the gym. I do box fit, I do yoga, I read self-help or personal developmental books. I meet my friends. I still have a lot of time. That's it.
One thing.
Yes.
You're gonna be successful one day.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Amen to that. Yes.
Last na guys. Any tips
Yeah.
for our aspiring nurses?
Tips for aspiring nurses. First, a lot of people goes to New Zealand through student visa because they avoid taking IELTS before. And they're not really very proactive in getting their requirements sorted. So the only way to get through is to go through things. So first, get your IELTS, hit the 7 mark. Second, at least 2 years experience. Third, organize all your requirements. If you want something, you can do it.
Yes.
So focus, goal setting, you can do it, guys.
Yeah.
Okay?
If others can do it, you can do it.
Exactly! Exactly! If we can do it, they can do it! Exactly!
Yeah.
That's true!
Yeah.
We're here because we went through that process and we know what we want. So if you want to become a New Zealand nurse,
Like us?
like us, you can do it.
Yes.
Yes.
And we'll see you here soon.
We'll see you here soon!
That's it. That's our video for today.
Today, yes.
Thank
you
you.
very much for having me in your YouTube channel.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you!
So thank you guys for watching and we'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!